can't see me. Let's go.
What up, everybody? You can't see me here today, back again, jumping back into Empyrion Galactic Survival. So we just returned home from a trip into orbit, way up there into space, and we hit the moon. We didn't have a warp tank in our SV yet. I'm gonna actually bring in another SV with a warp tank in it that'll also be prepared to battle the radar station, because you know that's where we're ready to get to, the radar station. But I actually did a lot of harvesting while I was up there. So I hit an asteroid, I believe a Prometheum asteroid, and then I went to the moon and I went around the moon, and I cleared the whole fog of war on the moon. And I also got a fair amount of resources. I dug quite a bit of iron. Let's see what we got. Hold on. I got quite a bit of iron, quite a bit of crushed stone, promethium from the asteroid, some magnesium, some silicone. I had a little more silicone in this. I put some in my constructor in the SV. And I'm trying to think, did I dump any here? It was some real good loot up there. Oh, and actually I'm gonna get my plants. I put this on screen. Found a CV, and I got some information, guys. There was a crash CV on the moon. I'll pull that up. Get some of my plants. So there was a crash CV on the moon, and I posed the question, can you convert it to a usable CV? And everybody let me know, man, and thank everyone for the feedback that you cannot convert a crash CV POI into a functioning CV. They consider it a base, and when you hit it, when you core it, you'll see that it says it's a base. Now, I think that may have been possible in earlier versions like Alpha 5 or Alpha 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they, at least for now, the ability is not there. Oh, doggone, I gotta clean up my inventory. So yeah, I just want to show you the POI. This was the POI CV that I was going to convert, but I couldn't. It was a crashed CV. It looked pretty cool. I mean, it actually like wasn't gonna be a CV that I could like fight in anyway. Oh, I meant to get all this rock out of here. Yeah, it wasn't a. I'm gonna split this up. It wasn't a CV that I would have been able to fight in or anything. It just would have been more like transport, or maybe you know, mining vessel converted with some drills or something like that. But it was cool. It was cool. Let's see, I put half of that. Half of this. And a dab of this magnesium. Okay. And then we'll put the rest in here. Stone. For some reason, I want to like put some in storage, like just a little bit. I just want to start putting in some form of storage, like some rainy day. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. I don't have one that's just dedicated. I'm gonna put the extra in here right for now. Let me know if it's a point to really even doing what I am trying to do. I feel like I'll make an extra cargo, because I'm gonna expand this more, maybe have a room with just mad cargo boxes in it. So I feel like it'll be a need to have raw ore for something, for some reason. Okay guys, so I need a few more resources so that I can get to building my next SV and a few other things here around the base. Need some copper. You know how you need some regular stuff. Some more promethium I could always use. So what I found out is, well, one, we know they nerfed the harvester, right? The harvester used to be able to dig the trees, harvest those ore on the surface. You can still harvest the ore on the surface because they stopped it from harvesting the ore. You just do it with the drills. So you have to have an HV that has drill capabilities or harvest capabilities, or one of both, or one that contains both. So I need a drill HV at this point, because I have one with the harvester on it. So if I need to get trees, I'll take this one. My first little scout. So yeah, we're gonna bring in a drill HV. So let's look at what I need. So I need 376 iron, 298 copper, 229 silicone, and I actually can use some resources that I harvested from these POIs that I got put up. Then I also have all this iron, so I actually need to convert some of this to iron ingots, which I would do right now. So give me a second, we'll be back. I'm gonna dump everything in and we're gonna bring in the new drill HV. Okay guys, so I have enough resources. So what we'll be doing, we'll be looking at the Bad Dog. The Bad Dog is a drill HV. It's well built. Shout out to my people, always comes through great builder, great survivor, always has great information. See, I needed about 300 for this. Let's see, 150. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put these resources in. I'm gonna let that time pass and we'll spawn it in a moment. Okay guys, so here is a look at the Bad Dog. So the Bad Dog has 6 drills on it. It's ready to go. It's nice and compact. I see some medium thrusters on it, so that means it's gonna get good propulsion. And I like the way he textured in the track, the caterpillar track, that tank tread. That's pretty cool. So it gives it a real look of like a tank mixed with a drill. Got the piping on it. Okay. Once again, a nice amount of power. And this was all with minimal resources. So I like it. Cool. So let's get inside. Oh, we need some fuel. Some fuel would help. Okay, well, let's look at what's inside. Okay, so there's a low power switch, so that looks like you can put it in a mode where it will help you conserve energy. Other than that, no other like custom switches. You got ammo box, cargo box. Okay, comes with a constructor, 2 fridges, a couple fuel tanks. Okay, hanger shutter doors. 8, well, okay, so it has 2 harvest boxes. The other 8 in the harvest category or grouping are just drills. 6 hover engines, 2 O2 tanks, okay, 10 RCSs. It does have an auto turret on top for safety, but you wouldn't be using this, of course, as an attack vessel. You'll be using this as a drill vessel. So the fact that it has that just to protect you should be good enough. So let's put some fuel up in ya. Put a few of these. And a few more of these. Oh, that was cool. I put in a combination randomly with these two. Got it to 100% exactly, and they both 50-50. Look at that. Look at that. Am I Illuminati or something? Am I just a genius by mistake? That's dope. 50-50 equals 100. 50-50 split. Your boy nice. All right, so we're going to take this bad boy out for a test. Hold on. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Let's move out to a more open area. And let's pan around. You can hit page up, page down. It'll help you get it more centered if you're looking to do that. We're zooming in some. I like the look of this. I really like the look. Yo, that's really cool. Oh, look at me. I'm drilling at you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Ah, oh. Yo, that's dope. Okay, let's try it with a rock. I don't know if I can do it from this view though. I'm gonna try keeping it. And if you press Alt once again, it'll let you kind of pan around. You can scroll wheel to let you zoom in, zoom out. Oh, let me show you a tip someone told me. Okay, so I can tilt. Okay, you got to put it in the rock drilling mode. Okay, you still got to right click even with these drills. Yo, that took that thing out really quickly, didn't it? Wow. Yo, that works super fast. Let's get us another one. Yo, that's way quicker than the harvester. The harvester still took like an extra second or two. Oh, I need some ammo too. Bam, look at that. Oh, yeah. This is much better. This is much better for these surface blocks. Boom. Come on, ship. There you go. And it gets around quick. It's pretty agile. Look, my thing aiming. It's aiming at something. It is aiming at something. Let me make sure nothing's approaching. Yeah, I see that turret working. So let's try it from this angle. Okay, now someone shared with me, I believe it was Macro, that, yeah, my base is shooting at something. I don't know if some spiders getting close or what. Oh, it might be that Triceratops. Okay, so guys, let me show you a tip. Well, you know what, I do that. We're gonna go find us an ore. I'm gonna go find a copper ore for us. But let me get some weapons. Let me get some ammo first, and then we'll go find us a ore. And I'm gonna show y'all a tip that I found to help you drill. Okay, cool. So we're ammoed up. So let's see where we have a copper deposit. Which one's closer, that one or that one? And that's like 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I think this one's closer. Ah, but it's about to get dark going that direction. I want to go to this one because it is closer. I could also go get some promethium and cobalt, but the darkness is heading that way, so we're gonna go to this one. It's in the direction of the radar station. So we're gonna head for this copper ore. See how this thing navigates. Now the left and right, it doesn't have like a bunch of left and right thrusters. So I would not recommend trying to use this to, you know, attack something. Okay guys, we're almost at our copper deposit. See how well this defends us from spider attacks. Cause I'm sure they somewhere around here. All right, so yeah, we're gonna test her out. See how well this drills. Now let me tell you, so the controller, I've used the controller some, right? And I've actually been getting a lot of feedback, a lot of comments about the controller. They say it looks like very difficult. It doesn't look fun using the controller. And it's not perfect. I like using it for driving and flying the vessel. But when trying to do things like drill, it's very convenient. So, but I'm using the mouse. So the controller works very well with tilting like this, right? Oh, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so I was using the controller there, but I'm gonna go back to the mouse and keyboard. So if you're using mouse and keyboard, oh, let me tell y'all real quick before I get to that. So I practiced with this. I brought this in and tested it out, took a look at it in creative mode. I've been doing some practicing in creative mode. And if you want to see any of my creative mode or the creative mode builds, let me know in the comments. I'll let you see what I'm working on. I put Empyrion on my laptop, so sometimes when I take breaks and things like that, I might work on a build practicing. And then I started also on this one, so I have a couple builds. I got a build that looked like a big armored cube, kind of, but it's not a cube. It's like a armored oval. I don't know. You got to see it. But I was using it with combat steel. It's an SV for protection. All right. So anyway, let me know if you want to see any of that in the comments, and I'll do it. Oh, but I took this out to practice, and I got stuck in a hole. Man, let me know if you ever got stuck in a hole, if you got a drillable SV and you sat there for an hour trying to dig yourself out. I sat there for an hour trying to dig myself out just to prove it to myself that I could do it. Okay, so a tip with using this, if you don't know, you use WASD to move around, but you can actually use the arrows to tilt your HV. So I'm gonna back out and I'll show you. So even though I'm right here like this, if I hit the arrows down and up, I'm using the actual arrow key on the keyboard. It acts like the right stick on the controller. And you can actually lift to get your tilt, you know, on. that works really well. So one thing the commenter said is that you can set your tilt point. So I'm tilted like this, right? I believe it was Shift and O, and it will set you. You see that? I just put Shift and O, and now I am set. It'll lock it, and then you put Shift and O, and it'll unlock it. So I'm probably put that in like a tip video. But if you tilt down and you get it the way you want, use the arrow keys or whatever, and then you hold. So I'm gonna tilt forward and Shift and O. It'll lock you here, so you can drill at this angle and not have to worry about it moving, and then just kind of go back and forth. Say you're trying to drill a ramp down. Isn't that cool? I'm switching in the first person. So you see how I'm locked in this direction? I thought that was a really, really great tip. I don't have a lot of light. It's not a light on this, so I might have to add a light. But as you can see, I'm gonna get back, zoom back out. It's drilling really well. And you see how I'm locked in with this tilt angle? So let me hit Shift O and it'll unlock it. So you can use that when you're shooting. Let's say you're shooting and battling a drone and you get it right at that right angle set, hit Shift O, bam, it'll lock it. Shift O, unlock. So I'm gonna tilt, Shift O. You see how it sits there? Now I can, oops, I didn't mean to get out. I can move around. It even stays locked when you get out. I did that by mistake. So that is a tip that will work with your HV. It might work with SV too. I'll assume it works with the SV, that you could probably lock your, say you were fighting or attacking a POI, you can set your tilt. So use that to your advantage, guys. Use that to your advantage. So yeah, this is working really well. I can't wait to get in here and add some T2 drills once I get some like Zascosium. I believe you need Zascosium and Eristrium. It may just be Neodymium and Sathium. Let me know in the comments what resources you need for the T2 drills. But yeah, definitely try not to get stuck too when you do get a driller HV like this. If you use the Bad Dog or another one of a similar design, you can get stuck in the hole the same way you can with your person. And it's actually tougher to get out with this HV. Man, I was digging around for literally like 45 minutes till I just said, okay, let me just guide mode out of this hole and go to the other builds that I'm working on. Yeah, so look at that. We done got about all of the ore in a matter of moments. Albeit this was a smaller deposit, but I think that's everything. Well, it's like a hair left. Okay, got it. All right, let's get back out this hole. Okay, cool. So the Bad Dog has some good drilling abilities. That worked pretty well. Let's look and see how much we actually got. Let's check our harvester. It's in the, what category was it? Drills, harvest. Let's see which cargo box it went to. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, so cool. We cleaned it out. 134. Got the iron ore. I think I picked that up on the way, and a good amount of crushed stone. So we'll take one last pan and look at the Bad Dog. I like the Bad Dog. I am going to continue using this. Get my drill on. It's well constructed. It has a nice look to it, nice aesthetic. I like the way he made it look like a tank with the tank tracks. Yeah, great job, man. Thanks, Silent Sue. Really, really feeling this build. So yeah, make sure you check out the Bad Dog. I'm gonna leave a link in the description and you can go and test it out for yourself in the workshop. Let me know in the comments, come back and let me know what you think about it, man, and how it will work for you. All right. You can't see me. We showcasing and we highlighting some of these great builds. If you want to get a build showcase, man, hit me in the comments as well. Leave a link to it. I'll check it out and I may highlight you in a future video. All right. You can't see me, Empyrion Galactic Survivor. We'll be back in the next one. I'm gonna use this to gather up a lot of resources, and then we'll be back to build our SV. I have an SV and it's not a tank, but it's a tank beast type of SV. So we're gonna use that to go at the radar station. My peoples who sent it to me ensure me that it can handle some damage, even though it's like a earlier build, or you know what I'm saying, you can use it in early game. All right. So I check y'all out. The next one, hit me in that comment box. Let me know what you think about the bad dog. Leave me any tips, any suggestions, information. You know we always love to share that, all right? You can't see me, Empyrion Galactic Survival. Thank you for stopping through. Peace.
You can't see me. Let's go. It's game time and